Last part on the tutorial, looking at loops in detail and trying to create a sort of more musical effect with them. What I have here, this is an orchestral loop, so it's from the orchestral jam pack, and you can find this stuff quite easily. If you hit orchestral, it immediately takes you to loops that are just orchestral. What's interesting about these is that if you look down through here on the right hand side, there's one here called Beacon All. And this is just the strings belonging to Beacon. This is the flute. Here's one called Behold. Let me just move that out so we're getting the full names. There we are. So I've used one called capital E, whereas we've got one here called capital A. And what's interesting about these is that they are parts that all fit together. And the one that I've used, all I've done is dragged all the capital E in, clarinet part, violins, violas. So I've actually got an orchestra playing the same 16-bar section. Have a listen to it. As soon as we start off the 16-bar section again, the whole effect will be ruined. It's a nice passage of 16 bars, but everything is pretty much playing all the time. So if I solo the brass that I've got here, I've got not much actually in the brass section, but this is what it sounds like. So let's have a look at what we can do with this using the information we've got from previous parts of this tutorial. Okay, so I have now loaded a version that I've added previously to this, and what I want to demonstrate is just scrolling through all the parts. I've opened up all the volume envelopes for every track. So here at the beginning, the clarinet's on 0, the violins go up together, down again, and then back up again. My viola plays a little bit at the beginning and then gets taken out. Same with my brass. They play this little one note or maybe two notes at the beginning, and then I take them right out of this. The harp, interestingly enough, I use all the way through, this little figure. And notice all these other strings are out at the beginning. My drum kit is also in with the harp. So the way it sounds at this stage is that it's more of a sort of introduction using part of the loop, bringing it in, out, and then back in again. The clarinet actually has something of a melody here. So I don't have the clarinet playing at the beginning, I take it out for the first section and it sounds like this. Notice I'm using a lot of space. Then I will bring the clarinet in here with a melody, and these parts aren't coming in until halfway through the second section. So there's a real sense of growth, structure to this. I haven't in this part of the tutorial done anything like use sections of bits of loops. I could use parts of capital A, capital B, etc. and start piecing bits together myself. But what I have done is gone back to master track at the bottom here, and I've put in some transpositions. I've just gone down 2 here, down 6 there, and then I think back to +3. So let's have a listen to that at the end of this section just to see what this can do for the orchestral loops, looping straight the way through, bringing them in and out, and then transposing them. So creating these transpositions, I just experimented with them, and the main guiding part of this was how did it sound. And this +3 at this point is a really nice change of chord that I didn't really know what it was going to sound like, but in the structure of this it's a very uplifting sound. And at this stage I haven't edited anything in terms of the volume, which could be interesting as well.